Welcome to Corey's Conscious Living. Hello, my friends. Do you love Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya? And you would love if you got exclusive stories that weren't available anywhere else. If you join my Patreon Cat Club, you will get 3 stories every month for $7 on the 7th of every month. If you want to join the club and it's okay with your guardians or your parents, then follow the link below and become a patron and join the Cat Club. Namaste, my little friends. Are you ready to meditate with Corey? Make sure that you're laying down and you're comfortable and everything is good in your world so that you can relax your body. Let go of all of your worries and your stresses and fall to sleep, happy and feeling safe in your bed. Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya were in the car on the way over to Tucker and Leo's house. It had been a while since they'd all been together and they were super excited about just playing on the back garden and having fun with the dogs. There'd been a new development with the cats lately. Vaya had taken to a very special blanket. One of her aunties had bought her a blanket for her birthday to put on the cat bed, and it was super luxurious and soft and fluffy, and it was pink, and it was just perfect for Vaya. She absolutely loved it. She'd only had the blanket a few weeks and she was taking it everywhere with her. It had become her new favorite Moo Moo. Me just likes it so much. I could leave it in the car and keep it safe. I just want it for the car ride, Vaya said. Cherry said, what if it gets all dirty? What if something happens to it? I think you should leave it at home, Vaya. Heidi said, well, it's up to you, Vaya. As long as you take care of it and look after it, I think it should be okay. Or, Cherry has a good point. You could leave it at home where it would be safe because you care about it so much you don't want anything to happen to it. Vaya said, I have thought about it, and I think I'd like to have it in the car with me just in case. To snuggle and things, you know. It's only a blanket, said Cherry. Vaya said, me knows, but I don't know why, but I just feel really comfortable when I snuggle it. Like it's my new friend, or it's keeping me protected and safe from the rest of the world. It just makes me feel good, Cherry. I get it. I have a pair of shoes that make me feel like that. They're like my favouriteest sneakers. I've done so many things in those sneakers. I've hiked in those sneakers. Haven't done Mount Everest in those sneakers, but that would be impressive, wouldn't it? But kind of, it feels like that. I've done so many things in those sneakers. I've done skateboard parks in those sneakers. I've done what else have I done? I walked on the beach with all my friends in those sneakers. So yeah, I get it. They're a little bit pongy. But when I put them on, I go, oh, I like these sneakers. And I just feel good about the world. Is it like that? Vaya said, yeah, a bit like that, yeah. Even though it wasn't to her, but it was a little bit. Heidi said, it's getting warm in this car. Can I put the windows down? Everyone agreed that was okay. When Heidi put the windows down, there was a very big gust of wind. Because they were close to Tucker and Leo's house and they were just getting off the freeway, it must have been because the car was going so fast. Whatever it was, the gust of wind grabbed a hold of Vaya's blanket, her Moo Moo, and basically sucked it out of the window. Off it went with the gust of wind. said Vaya. "Ah!" said Cherry, which went on for a very long time. "Oh no," said Heidi. "I'm so sorry." Cherry was going hysterical. "Stop the car! Stop the car, Mum! Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the car!" They pulled up onto the driveway of Leo Tucker's house. "Oh no," said Cherry. "This is absolutely awful." Leo and Tucker were waiting outside. Well, Leo was stood in the doorway, kind of cringing at the fact that it was quite a warm day and quite windy. Didn't really like wind. It blew in his ears and it tickled, and then he scratched his ears, and then he would scratch his ears too much, and then before you know it, he would have scabs in his ears, and then it was just a mess. But Tucker was running around in circles on the front garden. He'd heard the car coming. He recognised the car. He was very smart like that. He was going round and round in circles. "You're here! You're here! Yeah, it's been so long. It's been so long, you're here. What's wrong with everyone?" said Tucker when he noticed the trauma on everyone's faces. Heidi said, "Vaya's blanket just flew out the window, just down the street. We were just getting off the freeway, and I opened up the windows, and the wind blew the wind through the car and took the blanket out the window, and it just flew up in the air, and Mum and Dad didn't stop the car, and now we're here, and now we don't know what to do." Tucker said, "What does it smell like? What does it smell like, Vaya? I can probably smell it. Come here, let me smell you. Will you your blanket?" Vaya said, Yes, I was holding my blanket. I was holding my Moo Moo really tightly." Vaya was very upset. Poor Vaya. "Don't cry," said Tucker. "Don't cry. I've got really good nostrils. I can smell all sorts of stuff. I can smell it, you know, when neighbour on the next road down puts bacon on the grill. I can smell it. It smells so good. And I get lost in my thoughts and I'm like, oh, bacon. I can smell bacon. I can smell it. I can smell it so strong. Anyway, come here. Let me sniff you. Tucker sniffed all over Vaya. "Oh, I can smell a very faint smell of lavender." Vaya said, "That's my Moo Moo. I put lavender oil on it so it makes me feel calm when I smell it." "Oh, I can smell it. Good idea. Lavender is a very distinctive smell and it makes me, it's making me feel very calm, Vaya. I might just need to take a nap." Tucker sat down. Vaya said, "Oh no, Tucker, please." Tucker said, Oh, sorry. And he jumped back up and started spinning around as if he was chasing his tail again. And then he said, "Oh, no, I'm back on it. Detective Tucker is on the job. Detective Tucker's going to get your blanket. Don't you worry." Leo barked from the doorway and said, "What's happening?" Tucker said, "Vaya's lost her Moo Moo. It's life and death, Leo. It's life and death. Are you coming? Because you've got a very good nose as well, you know. You've got a very good nose." Leo said, "Do I have to?" Tucker said, "Yes, you do. Our friends are here and they're traumatized. Look at Cherry." Cherry was sat on the ground with her head between her knees. "Oh no, this is awful. OMG, this is so awful. OMG, this is awful. Vaya's gonna die. Vaya is absolutely gonna lose it. She's gonna lose it. She won't stop crying." Heidi was still saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Vaya. I'm so sorry." Vaya, through her tears, said, "No, it's not your fault, Heidi. It was an accident. It's okay. We didn't know the wind was gonna do that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay." "Look," said Tucker. "Can't you see, Leo? Everybody's in trauma. Come on, get your act together. Stop being so antisocial and come and help me on the garden. Come on, come and sniff on Vaya for a little bit. She smells so lovely and so relaxing. I think we should get you some lavender oil, Leo, because, you know, when you're a little bit stressed and you're a little bit anxious, this lavender oil will do you so much good. It'll make you calm and relaxed and chilled out. Smell her. Leo made his way down the garden and had a really good sniff at Vaya. Vaya stopped crying at one point and laughed a little tiny bit because Tucker And Leo kept sniffing under her armpits, which was tickling her, because when Leo had a sniff at her, he sneezed, and then he sniffed and sneezed, and it was like a full-force gale blowing under her armpits, which was very ticklish. Leo said, "I have it. I have the smell. Come on, let's go." Tucker said, "Come on, Leo, get more excited about it than that. We're on an adventure. Detective Leo and Detective Tucker will save the day. We're like superheroes." Tucker and Leo ran off in the direction of the scent. They ran all the way down the block. They ran down the next road. They ran down the next road after that. And then they sniffed it even stronger. Just by the side of the freeway, Tucker and Leo spotted what looked like a pink blanket. I'm so close, I can smell it, They got there. Tucker sniffed the blanket vigorously. It's it, I can smell lavender. Leo had a sniff at the blanket. Yep, that's definitely it. Can we go home now? Tucker and Leo picked up the blanket in their teeth and started to trot towards their house. Tucker was trying to talk through the blanket. She's going to be so happy with this. He couldn't really do it. Leo said, "Just be quiet." They got all the way home and dropped the blanket on the lawn. It was a little bit soggy and a little bit slavery, but it was there. It looked like a few cars had drove over it, but it was there, in front of Vaya. Vaya grabbed a hold of her blanket really quick and hugged it towards her heart and her chest. "Oh, me is so grateful. Me is so grateful. Thank you so much. Welcome home, Moo Moo. I missed you." Tucker and Leo sat there very proud of themselves. Leo said, "This wind is getting to my ears. I need to go inside. Can we go inside now? Can everyone just go inside now?" Cherry said, "OMG, you guys did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Leo, come here. Let me hug on you. Let me love you. Let me hug on you and kiss you. Tucker, come here. Come here. Let me hug on you and love you and kiss you and kiss you." Cherry smooched both of them a lot. Leo was not impressed. "Please, I'll get hives," he said as he was trying to pull away from her grasp. Tucker, on the other hand, loved a good smooch and a hug and a squeeze. Oh, you're all right, Cherry. I enjoyed myself. I really do like being a good detective. I think I should apply. I think I should put an ad in the paper and say, Detective Tucker, on the job. If you can lose it, I can sniff it. That'd be good, don't you think? That'd be really good. And that would be my ad. I don't think Leo's really impressed with being a detective. He was moaning a little bit. Actually, he was moaning quite a lot. He was saying that this was not his job and it wasn't something he'd want to keep doing over and over again. But because he loves Vaya and he likes you guys a lot, then he was like, okay, I'll do it. But really, I don't want to do it. And now he's going to be in the house. He's going to be in the house with olive oil and cotton wool in his ears because it was windy outside, and he's going to be all precautioning, taking his temperature, putting his rash cream on. You know what Leo's like. We're barely going to see him this afternoon now because he's going to be in the bathroom with all his little gadgets and medications and precautions. But you know, I had such a good time. And I'm so glad you got your Moo Moo. Here, let me have another sniff at it. It smells so good. Vaya said, "How about we take it in the house and me and you can sit together and you can sniff on my Moo Moo as much as you want." "Oh, that sounds lovely. I think I need a little nap. It was quite far away, you know. You said it was just around the corner, but it wasn't. It was like 3-4 streets maybe away. But luckily my nose can sniff out a grain of rice in a hay house full of cows. It's that good. And grain of rice, that's saying something, because grain of rice doesn't even smell like anything, does it?" Tucker kept blowing his own horn about being a great detective all the way in the house. They chilled out a little bit. Heidi made everyone a cup of tea because sweet tea helps you to calm your nerves. Vaya needed it especially. Vaya said again to Heidi that it was okay, it was just an accident, and Heidi let it go. She stopped blaming herself. It was a bit intense there for a moment. You can feel terrible when something like that happens and you think that you're to blame. But you know, Vaya was right. Accidents do happen all the time, and you can't keep beating yourself up about something. Eventually, you have to just say it was an accident and let it go, just like Heidi did. The cats had so much fun with Tucker, sometimes with Leo, but mostly with Tucker. Leo couldn't hear a word that all of them were saying. He'd got cotton wool in his ears, so he just kept nodding here and there, pretending that he was interested. But really, he was just ready for a nap. Leo's always ready for a nap. He likes his naps. I think he goes somewhere else when he goes to sleep. Another world, where he doesn't have a brother called Tucker. And all that there is his favourite dog food. And in this world, he doesn't have any allergies. He's as free as a bird, with no itches or scratches. I think that's where Leo goes. Anyway, eventually the cats went home, with the windows closed in the car. Vaya's mum washed her Moo Moo, and it was all clean, smelling of fresh lavender oil. The cats all snuggled on their cat bed with it, let go of their traumatic day, and finally fell fast asleep, dreaming of fields of lavender blowing in the wind on a warm spring day. The end.